Hello, I'm Brother Carter.
And I am... who am I? Okay.
Start over. Hello, I'm Brother Carter.
And I am Val.
And we have a new show called
Tasteful and Toxic.
Coming out when?
Every Wednesday morning at 8 a.m. Check us out.
Tune in. Good morning, and welcome again to another episode of Tasteful and Toxic, or Tasteful or Toxic, with Brother Carter and Sister Val. We have today on part 2, we have another segment with the Hardnetts, amen, with Brother Thomas and his lovely wife, Dr. Nicole Odom-Hardnett.
I also think like how you said, when they say like, oh, I'm wrong, you're right. That's basically, you're feeling like they're telling you to shut up.
Yeah.
Right. And patronizing, yes. Yeah. And then resentment will harbor, right? Because then every single time they do that, they haven't expressed how they really feel. Mm-hmm. And I like what you said, Miss Carter, like we want to come to an agreement.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be, disregard your beliefs and I'll disregard mine. And y'all do struggle to listen to each other. That's something I've noticed. Y'all not listening to each other.
But that's the way they communicate.
That's the way y'all are communicating right now. And so I think it's probably best that y'all take a few days to...
We need to go in the tomb again, huh?
A little bit, yeah. She needs to get some drinks with some friends.
Mm-hmm. Hey,
you need to go out with your boys.
I know one thing. When we do that, sometimes we be in the bed and her foot will touch my foot.
That's how it goes.
And then we
next thing you know, it's all right.
Back okay.
Sometimes you have to fall back away from it.
This relationship is so much more important than what
this argument.
This
yes.
Yes.
I love this girl with all my heart.
Mm-hmm. I know you do.
And so sometimes I'm mad at her, she mad at me.
Yeah.
But we say, all right, well,
this ain't that serious.
Right.
And honestly, let me tell you how, as mad as I was, and he ain't even looked at him yet. Yeah. As mad as I was.
And bought me a gift. I said, I don't want that.
Well, I went, let me tell you something.
Me, you sorry. I just need an apology.
I didn't go buy. I went shopping for myself.
If I asked for a Nicole apology, I'd be dead.
I went shopping for myself, and I say, "Ooh, that'll look good for bae." So I didn't just walk out with 2 bags.
And for me, that's that you trying to buy forgiveness. Don't leave the show.
I gotta go.
Don't leave the show. God damn it. And I'm trying to help somebody out there.
Yeah, please.
And there are plenty of people go out there, they do wrong to significant other, and then they turn around and go and try to purchase some kind of elaborate, expensive gift for them. And let me tell you something, the free gift of forgiveness is free. Just what I said, it's free.
Right.
All you have to do is say, I'm sorry. Please forgive me.
Yeah.
And it's just like salvation at the end of the day. It's just like salvation. Just say, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. It don't cost you nothing.
Would you want her to say she was sorry if she didn't really mean it, though? What if she's not in a place yet where she feels sorry?
So something is there when you go and purchase a gift.
Okay.
Yeah. And something is there for you to go purchase a gift. And I'm talking to people that go out there that do wrong, husbands that go and cheat on their wives and all this kind of stuff, and come in and bring in some nice flowers and a nice necklace and all this kind of just to say, I'm sorry.
Right.
I'm sorry don't cost nobody nothing.
Yeah.
All it take is just to humble yourself, like the scripture I read.
Sincere. Yeah.
Humble yourself in the sight of the Lord, and He shall lift you up.
Yeah.
And so too many of us trying to be lifted up on our own continents versus just humbling ourselves and just saying, I'm sorry, I messed up. I f***ed up, baby.
Yeah.
And I think as important as it is to articulate yourself and get your point across, you have to be able to want to listen to the other person too, and hear where they're coming from, even if you don't agree with it. I feel like it's just as important to absorb that and try your hardest to sympathize as well.
And there are times when you want to say, I'm sorry, and they say, I don't want to hear that sorry stuff.
Yeah.
And I understand that because you've done something that upset them.
Because I didn't heard that before.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Especially if it's a repeated offense.
Yeah, if it's a repeated
it's the
offense.
same thing. If the sorry doesn't mean anything anymore.
But so when I be talking about men and women and separation and the way we think, You know, it can get kind of difficult for a just man like myself to be able to get a word in to a just woman like I have. 'Cause she's so involved and so engulfed into her feelings that there's really not a whole lot I can really say to penetrate that.
It's almost like you got to wait to say what you want to say.
You got to have perfect timing. You got to have perfect moments like this, and to say what I just felt. You know, at 20 months. I wasn't scared of the she talking about
scared of you.
Yeah, I ain't scared. I could have punched her. You ain't getting a mother thing till you fix the goddamn light fixture.
Yeah.
He said, okay.
Right.
And then
But that's not what she was looking for.
I wasn't even looking for that.
I know it.
But you got to learn to also see the other side. Men got to also learn. You can't always just go into that. Sometimes as
a rational person.
See.
She wasn't looking for you to go to 10.
I wasn't.
She wasn't looking for you to go to 10.
Wait, though, Nicole. I understand who she is.
I know you don't.
But
you
do
didn't
you
have
really?
No, there
listen.
you go.
Hear me out. I understand who you are. I understand your upsetness.
No, see, that's
No, wait. But I don't get it replicated to me.
But
you're not understanding who I am. You know I'm not a reactive individual, and then you get pissed off at me.
Can I get a licensed person?
If you understood her completely, then you two would be speaking.
There you go.
Because, and I say that to you too, because I don't talk to you for my own reasons, because I don't feel that you understand me at the time. You say you do, but you don't.
I'm getting ready to sip some tea.
You go ahead and you take a couple sips. You take a double sip.
Okay, can you please communicate for me, because your brother gonna hear you.
Because again, she didn't want you to do anything crazy.
I did not.
She just wanted you to understand where she was coming from, and you missed
the moment.
that part of it.
I could not agree with withholding.
It wouldn't have even got to that. That's what I'm saying. That's
not even the point.
That was not even where I was.
But that's what she was saying.
No, that's after you didn't acknowledge where I was.
That's not even the
I love
point.
you, honey.
No, that's fake.
Don't see now you see that? I reached out to you.
That's that shut the f up.
Thank you.
That's not a shut the f up.
One thing I know,
It is.
I know is that we want to be at peace with you.
Well, you will be. Since Tasteful and Toxic, let me tell you, when I get to this place and he knows that I'm 100 and honest about everything, because nobody gonna ever be able to pull a card on me. I was in a situation as a grown woman. No, let me go there.
Yeah, damn.
I was and I couldn't control that.
Oh, wow.
Okay. So
You started way before that. Baby.
come on now. Come on. Don't do
I
that.
know.
Don't do that.
Go
Don't do
ahead.
that. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm really putting out there where I'm at.
Right.
So as an adult. So when I get to a place of I just need to get it out. For me, I just need to get it out. I don't need anything fixed. I just need to get it out because I could not speak.
Okay, what do have to do with you having conflict?
You see what I'm
That's
saying?
what I want to understand.
You see what I'm saying?
You brought up the.
Okay, but you're not even hearing. Okay.
Okay.
If you can't, at that point in my life when that happened to me, I couldn't breathe. I couldn't think. And so I go back to that when it's a situation. So if I can just get it out without a block, just get it out, then I'm good. I ain't asking for you to fix. I ain't asking you to agree with me. I ain't asking for nothing. Let me get it out. Let me express. So when I can't get it out, you're automatically over on the other side of not protecting me, making me feel as if I have to defend. And the only person that's there, it puts me into a survival mode by myself.
She just wants you to understand. That's why I say that empathy. She just wants you to understand where she is. She didn't want you. The withholding the check was the ultimate.
Yeah, I wasn't even there.
But if you had understood that she wanted the gentleman to fix
and acknowledge,
and if you had to come to some type of verbal conclusion, okay,
I got to work on that. I agree with
this
that.
light fixture cost X amount of dollars. We're gonna settle up on $200. Then we're gonna subtract.
I got to think beyond my logical thinking of the surface of things and look in depth to.
See how he talking?
And
over?
see, yeah.
He ain't getting this therapy.
Don't try to, don't.
But you gotta listen. That's why you don't get past
Right.
But he's saying
But
he
he's
gotta,
not.
he
What he's
gotta,
doing, he's
I
trying to
acknowledge my
No,
faults.
he's trying to control the conversation
Right.
again.
See that? Yeah, I can't win.
You won't if you don't listen. Go ahead.
Right. But if you had came to some type of verbal conclusion with this gentleman, okay, we're going to subtract $200 or $300, whatever.
You bring back.
And we'll go get the light fixture. And if he wasn't capable, of anyone on his crew wasn't capable of putting up the light fixture, so you wouldn't have to come up with that additional cost, because there's a cost to that that you're going to have to come out of your pocket with. And that's what she's thinking.
See, I wish I had your mindset at the time. I could have did that, because that make a whole lot of sense, Nicole.
But if
I didn't think of that.
Because tell him why.
You didn't talk to her.
You didn't connect to your wife.
And maybe
But it's hard to connect when y'all rah-rah.
But I wasn't rah-rah. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand.
No.
understand.
Okay, what the first thing I said to you
and that's
when you
the whole
came home?
understanding us. And when you say that you really know us, you don't. You keep saying it, and it's good. I mean, it's fine that you think you do. In some instances, yes, you do.
Part of us want you to calm
Because y'all
down.
want avoidance. Y'all don't want to deal with it.
Because you hype
Here's
it,
the situation.
You make it worse when you come in and you like, oh, it ain't that serious. It ain't this. It ain't that.
Yeah.
When you
Do
you
that?
try to make us suppress how we
that
feeling
worse to
about
you.
it.
It's that worse to you.
Yeah, it's bad
It's
to me because
horrible.
it's my I done paid for shit. I done worked hard for this.
I done searched high and low when you was sleeping, wasn't even thinking about it. I done evaluated all different
I've
kinds
been
to make
online
it look
for
like
hours.
it looks. You understand?
Y'all remember on the radio show this morning? This morning show that I was talking about your sons being in crack house and y'all going just run right in there and get him out of there. See, there's a purpose for everything I do on this radio show, and I'm just showing the difference between male and female. Y'all think I be generalizing, but I'm just telling y'all factual that happens. This is the that happen all the time. That women just go home right there, especially. Y'all.
You talking about black women?
No. So
let me tell you something.
No, let's be real.
So me and Ray Ray or whoever, Bobby or whatever, we gonna have this conversation before I go up in the crack house, and I'm gonna tell Bobby or Ray Ray or who Sean or whatever. Hey, look. I'm going to get my son. I don't know what you done did to him,
but I'm
what
going
you
to get
got
him
him
had a
on.
conversation.
The
conversation didn't just start there.
Right. You done had your time with him. Now it's my turn.
Okay.
And I'm going to get what's mine.
So my question,
that's the conversation that I'm going to have. I done planned all this out in my head. So it ain't like that I'm just running up in there.
I know. See, go ahead, Thomas. Give a little light.
I'm just waiting for the hood doctor to finish. But,
the hood doctor. I love it.
But Val.
Yes. This going to be 2 parts.
Can we?
But Val.
Yes.
95% of the time,
95.
He got your back.
100% of the time.
Okay. So
After
what I'm
we
saying,
done had this fight,
what
but he
about
still-
some grace?
Well, here's the worst. I appreciate you saying that.
See, he talking to you, but he talking for himself.
I
But he
know
ain't
it.
gonna, just like I'm talking to Nicole.
In terms of grace,
Okay,
right?
We always gotta have some logic in here. Come on.
In terms of grace, because me and Miss Carter are very similar. Sometimes I got a thought in my head and I'm just gonna blow up. I have all these crazy ideas. I'm going from 0 to 100, right?
Okay.
And sometimes you just need someone to sit there and listen to you and be like, yes, and hype you up, get be on your level, and then give her 24 hours to think about it, and then she'll come to that conclusion herself. She'll realize maybe this is a little irrational. Maybe I'm being too this.
I'm gonna always come to that because here's what I'm gonna always do.
I don't know. I don't have that in.
That's on you.
I
Then.
don't
You
have
need
that
counseling.
too right now.
Well, how long you been with me? 45 years. At some point, you should have got it. Here's my thing.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Okay.
Though. I've been working on it a
45 years.
I've been working on it a long time.
I know, because you guys to let go of
I want to
you.
get to 45.
Y'all gonna get there.
I love
Cause
it.
you see what we doing? Y'all gonna get there. See, y'all gonna know y'all still just.
Y'all didn't even know we was jacked up coming in here this
Y'all
morning.
had no
did you?
idea.
That's what I'm saying. Look, now we must be good too, cause
Yeah, 'cause y'all-
we've been in this situation. We don't let the kids know they gonna be.
Yeah.
They don't know nothing.
We be like, don't raise your
speaking.
We don't even speak. We go through the roast. That's exactly. But
That's
let me say this to you.
Shoot, that was last week. I'm sorry. We was going to grooves with the kids and we was jacked up last week.
It happened in the car before we get out the car. But I was saying this. I'm gonna say this to you,
Okay.
Lawrence. It's not that you are the best protector it is, but you can't protect me if see there you go talking.
All right.
You can't protect me if you're not protecting my mind state. If you're not respecting my emotions and my mind. That's it.
Okay.
So here's how you respect it.
Okay.
If I've communicated, babe, hey, what's going on? I know this broke. What's the plan? Even if you didn't know the plan, even if you didn't know my mind, what's the plan? Instead of you coming in, let's just go and get this man to see what you
Get these motherfuckers out my
you
damn
got to-
life.
you
That's
got to-
all I'm
but
thinking.
you have to stop that because when you do that, you're saying my feelings, my emotions
Right.
don't matter.
Right.
And so I understand that's a protective mode, but you're not protecting the one you really need to know that she's protected.
Okay.
So
I hope by the end of this segment you understand that I was really trying
I
to
still
protect
don't
us.
because you're still not acknowledging what I'm saying.
So he was protecting in another sense.
Exactly.
He was protecting.
I agree with. I
He
see
was
where he's coming
protecting in
from now.
another sense. He was laser focused
On
in
that.
another direction. The whole end result of it. He wasn't in the moment of you.
There you go.
And
And if he was in the moment,
Wait, let her finish.
so
Let her finish.
what she wanted was
Well,
you to
and
be.
you is a part of him too, and he's protecting both of them.
But he's
I
not.
get it. I get it. He's looking at the totality of the situation, but what she was looking for is for him to be in the moment of her first. He could still be in that moment of
Yes.
the whole family
Yes.
in the situation
Yeah.
and have that in the back, and that's the end result. Because that what he was thinking of could
But
be
bring
very
some
could-
comfort to this
to-
situation at
but
first.
bring the and make her understand
destroy
that
everything.
after you say, okay, I see where you're coming from. I get it. And we ain't gonna let him disrespect our home. That's what she was looking for.
And see, and that's why I got to get to where I can see that something is
okay, I'm gonna give you.
you know
I don't
that
see the
comes- you
disrespect
gotta
as
Because he
you
was
gotta
listen.
shut the up
Thank you.
and listen.
Okay, thank you. And
Active listening.
I'm gonna end this here. I got the
that's
perfect.
the licensed version.
The hood license version. So, I'm gonna give you this. I'm gonna end it with this here right here. Prime example. We went to
Okay.
one of your company functions in Baytown. And
I want to go there. Go ahead.
no,
No,
let me
you
tell
don't
you, we
wanna go
went to
there.
one
They
of his.
closed that
Let
place
me tell you
down.
what. Let me tell this story. So in that situation, we had our son and our daughter-in-law, and they were in a dance. They were dancing, having a good time, and it all of a sudden it flipped. We started to see all these
Hood.
guys coming in with these tees on. So all he wanted to do, he had one bottle.
Yeah.
Wait. He had one bottle, and he felt like he can clear the whole room.
No, I didn't. I had my eyes on the main.
Okay, I know that, but hear me out when I say this. So I knew then where you were. You were in protect, but I had to function with both of us.
I'm so glad you clicked
You
in because
understand?
your weight worked out a whole lot better than mine.
what I did was
That's what I say about that crack house.
You understand? So what I did was, and I said, I'm going to the restroom. I put my other voice on my phone and said, hi, I came to the Amy company function and baby, they was here like Johnny on the spot. I'd already went to the people at the door and told them something is off. They act like they ain't know. So
They knew because they had shootings and killings and
but we never even knew that. So what I did was, when I turned into that other person, I turned into Abigail, and they got there like Johnny.
Oh my God, they was
Johnny on the spot, and they came in and we walked.
They
on out of
came
there.
in forces, Jack.
When I tell you on forces, so all I'm saying I saw you. And I saw
I'm
us.
just doing the best I knew how to
here's
do.
the
I'm
thing.
gonna bust this main motherfucker in his head.
But again, that's what I'm saying to you, baby. You can't just be laser focused on just what you see.
That's all I know, baby.
But you gotta stop that.
I didn't know to call no police. I didn't know that.
See, now he making this stuff general. Okay,
No, I
Thomas,
didn't know
can you
that.
help me out on this one here?
Oh no, I think what you did was like he said, a better idea.
But we communicated.
But as a man, I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, okay, now where's the trouble gonna come from? So let me deal with the trouble where it's gonna come from. If he saw the guy that was
The main focus,
right,
yeah.
so I'm gonna get at him first, and then the rest I'm gonna fall.
But you're gonna take us all out, because here's the thing.
Yeah, but
if
that's
you
how we men think.
I know, that's what's crazy. And if y'all can just hear and connect with us, just like we connect with you, I connected.
you can be on the same
I
page.
saw you. You didn't have to speak any words to me. I knew what time it was because I was laser focused on you, your body, your emotion, everything. That's all I'm saying.
And that is knowing your partner.
That black
but
That's what really knowing your partner is paying attention.
but
I ain't worried about that little rascal that came by and showed his gun. I ain't worried about him.
Stop. There is somebody listening to this, and you got to hear it.
Okay.
This is about knowing I knew your body language. I knew everything because I was in tune with you. And so I didn't get in tune. I didn't focus on the situation. I focused on you.
No.
So that we can become. What did you start off what was the thought of the day?
1 and 1 is 2,
And break it on down some more.
and 1 take away 2 is a -1.
Okay, so if he took that one out, they took him out. I'm left by myself. What happens?
And so having said this on Tasteful and Toxic, one thing we do realize is that men and women think differently.
Absolutely.
We do think differently. And then we have to accept each other's differences in order for us to function in a
100%.
proper society. It don't mean everything I think is right and everything you think is right.
We might go
But we
together
all
tonight.
have to come to a conclusion that I am.
The man.
I am what I am, and you are what you are.
Well, you can't do that if you're not. You got to still respect and hear the other person.
That's something I'm saying the same thing.
Yeah.
Not trying to take or diminish or take away anything from who you are and what you do in life.
Okay.
But I expect the same thing from me. You can't just diminish or take away anything from me because the way I think. It's not the way you think.
Can we get a licensed therapist to end this up? Because I'm still
that's-
needing some
Before
therapy.
she does that,
Okay.
my thought is that the one thing about relationships and marriage is 2 rights and 2 wrongs, and it's somehow trying to figure out how to get them 2 rights and 2 wrongs into 1.5.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
It's just practicing active listening. Because everybody, wants something the way that they want it. They do things the way that they want to do it. And it's up to that partner to either accept it or not. But you have to understand, like truly understand that person. And to understand someone is to pay attention and listen. Because the person is telling you what they want. And my husband, he tells me what he wants, but I sometimes do the opposite. I do what I think that he wants.
Because you weren't validated before, so I'm gonna give you how you give it back.
Right. Because there's something that you're not doing that I need, and so we are messed up somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, we all jacked up.
Exactly.
I love
And that's where the conflict comes in the relationships, because somebody don't want to do something, somebody don't want to do something else. Because it's no
Chicken or egg? Which one is it?
Right.
Chicken or the egg? Who's gonna come
I
first?
think what I love about this show here, baby, this was a good. Thank you for letting me be on your show, because I want to go to dinner with you tonight.
And we want to go with you.
Okay.
As long as it's a little late, because I got some stuff.
We're going to do late dinner tonight because this was actually good.
Okay.
I think having a doctor on the show, you did that thing. And then actually having someone that acknowledged that they're not perfect either.
No.
There is no
definitely not.
relationship that's perfect.
Because I'm definitely
No,
messed up.
no, not when, and we're fully aware of that. But on today's show, the ending result, it comes down to something Dr. Nicole had said.
What she said.
What I say?
And I always quote this thing on all the shows that I be on, talking about understanding one another. And so Franklin Covey, I believe, is a book that I read on the 7 effective ways of communication. And he talks about one of the 7 is to seek first, to understand,
Then to be understood.
then be understood.
Absolutely.
It's too often that we're two people, that's why arguments take place. Two people trying to be understood versus anybody trying to understand the other person. So let's work toward that at the end of the day. So this has been a good segment of Tasteful and Toxic. We thank y'all for coming onto the show. We welcome, give an applause to the Had Nots for being on the show today.
Yeah. There you go.
Yes,
And we're
yes.
so ever grateful to have had you on our show. We thank you for your input. We thank you for your insight. And thank y'all for helping me and my wife work through this
Toxic season.
toxic situation that we had today.
Well, can we come back on when we got a toxic situation?
Oh, Lord. I don't think Abigail can bleep.
She gonna earn all her keys.
To clean up a bit for YouTube for sure.
You gonna have to
I have
clean.
to do 2 different versions. One radio version and then the YouTube.
You gonna have to. You got this.
You got your work cut
You
out
got
for
this.
you.
A little bit, yeah.
Can we bring them back?
Of course.
Oh yeah,
All right.
we love this.
So stay tuned for the next episode of Tasteful and Toxic with Nicole and Thomas.
Okay.
They're coming back again.
All right.
All right. God bless you. We love you.